Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Terra Tech. And on this episode, we are going to continue where we left off. Now, one of the things I wanted to do, and I do apologize, this episode is going to be a little laggy for a couple reasons. One, I'm going to be harvesting quite a bit on this episode. Actually, the whole episode is what I'm going to be doing on this one. And the reason I'm going to do that is I wanted to show you guys that some of you have complained about the mechanics as far as items being on the back of your vehicle, things that you pick up, resources and things of that sort, flying off when you go over hills or you outrunning them. As you can see, I'm going pretty fast, and when I go over hills, I don't outrun my items. Now, the ones that I didn't have in the first place, that's another story. Those are the ones underneath me that are catching up. But as far as my items, like, I'm going full speed, and they are not flying off of my cart. Basically, I think the reason behind that is because it's low enough to the ground. I've had bots in the past where I've seen exactly what you guys are talking about, and this lag is pretty much unbearable. But the reason, again, I wanted to show you is because of this bot design. Some of you guys have asked for a very fast, very efficient harvesting unit, and I believe this guy is it. I believe he's tough. He has a shield on. In fact, he could use another one in the back. If I get away from my base, it seems to let the lag go down a little bit. There we go. Nice and smooth. Far, far, far away from my base. There's just too many blocks over there for the game to render and be happy about it. And it does that whether I'm recording or not, so that's just an issue you're going to have to run into. Mainly what I am doing is I am collecting resources, enough of them, so that I can build a giant bot that's going to carry my base around. Now, some of you guys have actually said you've done this already. You've already gotten to that point in the game, which sounds really cool. I definitely want to try it. And the reason we're able to do this finally is we finally got our big boy wheels, and they cost $2,500 a piece. So yeah, we want at least 4 of those big boy wheels because we've already have 2, and I think we're gonna make it 6 long or 6 wide, you know, with 3 on each side. Should give us a good amount. Plus, we want to get some of those big yellow blocks, which, there we go, lag already. I'm too close to my base, and I have too many of these little items on my back. It's just, dang, it's just crazy. You can't do very much at this point. But the cool thing about this is I am going to get to the point where I build my bot, take my base with me, the pieces I need anyways, and leave all this other junk behind that's causing me the lag. In fact, it's not causing very much lag right now. That's kind of weird. There we go. There's the lag that I know to love, or come to know and love. Not really. It's friggin' annoying if you ask me. And it's so annoying because this bot is so quick. Oh, great. Yeah, just suck onto that. Well, at least it's on that thing. I can go off and get a little bit more. Now, wood, again, is pretty much the cheapest resource you can mine. You get very, very little from wood. I would almost suggest not even wasting your time picking it up. You want stone, I guess, is the second least expensive. It's the most common actual, like, mineral that you can get other than wood, which is not really a mineral. So the green stuff over here you will see is actually pretty good stuff. It sells for a decent amount, and you don't really get to see too much of it. It's kind of hard to find. It crops up, and when you destroy something that big, look at it, you got like 6 pieces out of that. So not a whole lot on the way of actual blocks. And you can see the reason I'm being pushed to the side. You'll see my bot, I'm not even touching the keyboard, is literally being pushed to the side right now. And that's because you can see right underneath the carriage is a little block. That's probably not the only block underneath there. If I hit the space bar, he pops up. Let's look underneath him. You'll see, actually, it was just one little block right there underneath. We can drag it, put it up on the top, and once we go back down, you'll see that my bot is no longer being pushed. This can be kind of a nuisance when you have like 50 or 60 of those blocks underneath your bot pushing you in a certain direction. Yeah, that's rough. I've had it like that before, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it. You can go up, you can hit the space button, hopefully drag out some of those items, because if you don't, you're going to be slipping and sliding, most likely being pushed or pulled at the same time in opposite directions, constantly making you either spin around in circles. I've had it where the pull and push of these items were so strong that I couldn't move in any direction until I fixed it. because I was quite literally being pushed and pulled in all directions in equal force, or close to the equal force, at the exact same time. A nightmare when that stuff happens. I'm hoping they will fix that. I don't know how you would, because you do want that suction, that magnetic field that pulls the objects into your harvester. But at the same time, you don't want it when it's like right underneath your harvester, causing you issues like that. And my weapons are just kick butt. Oh, holy crap, I'm going right through everything. This is crazy. Crazy lag is what it is. This is ridiculous. So this video is not going to be very long. I just wanted to cover a few things that I'm probably not going to get to in my next video, because the next one is not even going to be showing me build the bot, because that's probably going to take me a good 30 or 40 minutes sitting there making sure I got everything the way I want it. The base, the blocks, the weapons, and that the lag is left far, far, far behind us forever, because I don't ever want to have this many blocks again. You can see I have an entire row or wall of blocks over here. I had close to 7 bots at one time that actively I was going to say acted on their own, and I guess it's true, they did act on their own. They acted like a fool and were incredibly annoying. The AI in this game is not the AI that you would want as your friend, but the AI you would want in an enemy. They constantly run into you. They constantly jam you into a corner and cause you not to be able to move. Why I don't understand what they're trying to do when that happens, but whatever it is, it's not good, and it's annoying to no end. At the beginning, it was kind of funny. It was kind of almost charming that they had bugs like that. They were still working that kind of stuff out. Yeah, after a good 20, 30 minutes of that, that little charm, that little funniness kind of evaporates, and then when you get stuck in a little spot while you have 7 bots attacking you from behind and the side and the front to somehow integrate themselves. That's the only way I could possibly think of what they're trying to do, is literally merge the bots together in some weird, grotesque manner, and it does not work at all. It's very, very frightening and very very angry or frustrating, and it definitely brings out the anger in me at times. So I'm hoping they will fix that in the next patch, which is another reason I want to upgrade fairly soon here. And because we are going to upgrade here fairly soon, I am going to start the game over, because that's what I always do. Now, I guess I could forgo that at least once or twice, but the reason I like to start over is because if they've added anything new, sometimes it's very, very hard to see the subtle changes unless you start from scratch, because you'll see all the blocks that I have. So I won't notice if they've added anything new to the spawn rate of these blocks. I already have them. I won't be paying that close attention to them. I won't notice if maybe they took out a block, because I already have it. So if it's retroactive and maybe they take it away from me, then I'll notice. But if it's one of those things where if I had it before and I get to keep it, at least until they do like a full wipe or something like that, then I won't notice that. So again, I like to pick up on these little details as much as possible. I'm not picking up everything. I'm not an expert on this game. I don't think there's very many people out there who can say that they are. Chances are, if they were, they work at the company themselves, and they do their own Let's Plays as well. I believe it's on Twitch, but since I am on YouTube, what is that stuff? Light jelly. Well, we will pick up as much as we can, and then we go sell. No, we're stuck? There has to be something underneath us. What are we stuck on? We can't be stuck on a hill. I haven't got stuck with this bot since I took off. I was trying to make it the longest bot that I possibly could, because that was one of the viewer requests, and so I allowed it to get far, far bigger than anything I would have ever done. And we did reach the limit, apparently, because after a certain point, you just couldn't go over hills anymore. You just got stuck all the time. Now, we are probably going to end the episode here pretty soon, right here, as soon as I turn back in, because I believe I have the cash necessary to start buying the pieces for my new bot. And hopefully the next time you see me, guys, is going to be with our base bot. And then we're going to go out and we're going to kick some butt, because I got tons and tons of weapons, and I want to use them. I want to put them all on one bot and just run off and wreck some stuff. So again, guys, I want to thank you for watching. If you do like these videos, please hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely leave comments down below. I do apologize for the lag, but I think this is going to be the last video where we have any of that because of the amount of blocks that we have. Again, I'll show you real quick before I completely end this video just how many blocks are here. Now, we have all the base blocks, including my bot itself. And then we have this entire wall here of small blocks. It's ridiculous. And some of those blocks go back 2 to 3 layers. That was, like I said, originally 7 different bots all merged into one another because the AI was so ridiculous. Now you'll see the wheels moving because I put an actual command console or command little, whatever you call these things right here, the GSO Cosmonaut SAP cab on those so they can fire their weapons. And you can see he's trying to move. He's trying to move that entire thing. It would be funny if it actually did. Maybe one day, if they ever, allow it, I could make a bot the size of, Mount Everest or something like that, which is billions of wheels and hover pads underneath it for weight, and just have that going around like the freaking Death Star or something like that. But until they do, this is probably as big as you probably want to get with these small little gray blocks. The yellow ones, again, take up more space. They have greater defense and more strength and more health to them, and they don't add nearly as much lag because, again, they're 1 block versus, the 8 blocks it would take to get that size with these gray ones. So again, guys, I want to thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next episode. Hey guys, so I know I just ended the episode there, but I wanted to show you guys, this is my big bot that I'm building. It is kind of wompy at the moment because of all the resources I'm gathering. And I'll show you how slow this thing moves compared to the last vehicle we had. I think the difference is what's making the change seem so dramatic. As in, it takes forever for this guy to move compared to the other guy. And I think if we had gone from like a normal bot, it wouldn't be nearly that bad. The thing I kind of wanted to show you guys, and the lag is ridiculous right now, is that if you look at it, I actually have several of these delivery cannons on my bot, and they were picking up the resources with these little gathering units, the flatbed tractor pads, and the big one, and then they are actually selling it as I am out here. So the concept of a base on wheels does work. You just have to be able to be patient. You have to, and you can see it's lifting my bot up. That's the thing I was talking about earlier, where it actually has force, and that's what's causing some of the problems with this. Now, if you're wondering where I am going, I'm coming out here to this bot who's decided on his own to quite literally go off into the middle of nowhere. And I want to get the hover pads because I have an idea of using the hover pads to kind of help with the weight problem that I have with this bot and maybe make it go a little faster. I don't know if it's actually going to work, but we're going to try it out. I mean, the worst that comes down to it and it doesn't work, we just take the hover pads off. But I think it might. I think if we do it right. Now, of course, if you use too many, you're probably going to run into the same issue where you just kind of float all over the place and it's very, very hard to control. But I think if you throw 1 or 2 on here and there in the right spot, I think that's going to help relieve some of the weight on our bot. And I think it's just going to come down to playing around. Yeah, why not? Let's put that back there. I think it's going to come down to just playing around with placement and how many you should have and how many should be on this very bottom row and maybe how many should be further up. At this moment, I have really no clue what it's going to take and what's going to be too much, but I'm going to put as much as I can, or as much as I think I should, onto this bot. And I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys that because I don't know if I'm going to really get to show you that much in the next episode as far as our building, because I'm really hoping to just run off and start destroying some stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and toss this stuff onto the back because maybe that might give us a little bit more momentum going forward. I also believe the propeller might help out a little bit as well, so we are going to take that. And this will be, again, the end of the episode. So, guys, thanks again for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.